In this PPT, we are going to see transfer function for closed loop. Transfer function is a ratio of Laplace transform of output to the Laplace transform of the input under assumption that all initial conditions are 0. When we consider the closed loop is there is feedback present in the system. In the system, input is depend on the output. So if you see, the C of S is the output. It is given back to the input as a feedback signal B of S. Then R of S is known as reference signal. So reference signal and the feedback signal B of S is given to the summing amplifier. This summing amplifier, or known as summing point, will get the output as a E of S. In this, we have considered feedback as a positive. For that, the plus sign is given. Means if it is plus sign, then the type of feedback is positive. When it is negative sign, that time the type of feedback is negative. So output of summing point is E of S, which is this algebraic sum of reference signal and the feedback signal. So in this case, E of S is equal to R of S plus B of S. Once again I am repeating, if the type of feedback is negative, then E of S equation is R of S minus B of S. In this we have considered positive feedback, therefore the error signal E of S is equal to R of S plus B of S. In this, G of S is known as a forward gain. The forward meaning is the input to the output. This is the path from input signal to the output signal known as forward. If the path is from output to the input is known as feedback. So G of S is known as forward gain and H of S is known as feedback gain. For H of S, that is feedback gain, the input is C of S and output is B of S. So according to that, the B of S is C of S into H of S. Similarly, we can write equation for C of S. So C of S is equal to E of S into G of S. From above equation, we can put the value of E of S is equal to R of S plus B of S. Again, we can put the value of B of S from above equation. So equation become C of S is equal to G of S in the bracket H of S plus H of S into C of S. Now we can multiply this G of S in this. And after multiplication, we can take C of S term at the left hand side. In this, C of S is common. So take out C of S common and the remaining term is C of S into 1 minus G of S into H of S is equal to G of S into R of S. From this we have to calculate transfer function. As I told you, transfer function is Laplace transform of output to the Laplace transform of the input. In this equation, C of S is the Laplace transform of output and R of S is Laplace transform of input. So we'll take this term and the equation become G of S divided by 1 minus G of S into H of S. In simple way, we can write the closed loop gain for positive feedback is G upon 1 minus G into H. If we consider negative feedback, then the closed loop gain is transfer function is equal to G divided by 1 plus G into H. Now in this you can notice, if we have used positive feedback, then this equation is 1 minus G into H. If it is negative feedback, then equation is 1 plus G into H.